Good evening and welcome to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Gabe Evans.
And I'm Mary Martin Booker. We have a packed show for you tonight, kicking things off with an update on local news, and later we'll take a look at President Trump's historic visit to England.
That's right, and starting things off with an update on a tragic story out of Delta State University. There's a new update in the case of Trey Reed, the 21-year-old student who was found hanging from a tree on Delta State's campus Monday morning. A full autopsy was started today, according to Delta State's police chief, Michael Peeler.
Peeler said that preliminary results are expected to be available within the next 24 to 48 hours. The police have also commented that there is video surveillance surrounding the death and they are still not suspecting foul play. The family of Reed has hired Florida attorney Ben Crump, who stated, quote, "We cannot accept vague conclusions when so many questions remain."
U.S. Congressman Benny Thompson is calling for a federal investigation into the death of Reed due to the nature of the case in Mississippi's history of racial violence. Now switching gears, it has been another very hot day here in Oxford. We're moving into fall, but I'm really tired of the hot temperatures.
I'd have to say I am too, Gabe.
Now let's switch things over to our weather anchor, Erica Durkee, with a look at what's going on outside.
Thank you. So it's still pretty hot out, but my eyes are on the sky as an overcast is beginning to roll in, and there are some possible rain showers coming in tonight. More updates on that later in the show. Back to you.
Event coming up, so grab your popcorn. Film Club is partnering with 47 Limited to host a one-night feature called Clip Fest. Clip Fest will feature films from Ole Miss students at 7 p.m. tomorrow in Meek Auditorium. Submissions to have your short film reviewed are now open, so head to Club on Instagram and click the link in the bio.
Are you looking to get more involved at Ole Miss? Stop by ICs and ICs at the Union Plaza tomorrow. There, you can speak with Ole Miss leadership and engagement ambassadors about student organizations and leadership opportunities. Go make some new friends, cool off, and get involved tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yesterday, Mayor Robin Tannehill of Oxford declared that September 17th through 23rd is officially Constitution Week. The observance marks the anniversary of the U.S. Constitution being signed on September 17th, 1787. The local Daughters of the American Revolution chapter is sponsoring Constitution Week activities around Oxford, including providing educational resources and displays at the public library.
Ole Miss is known for many different things, but one thing people often get confused about is our mascot.
That's right. Let's take a look at the history of the Ole Miss mascots with NewsWatch reporter Sarah Cox.
The University of Mississippi, more commonly known as Ole Miss, home of the
Colonel Reb, because he's so iconic. He's an icon. It is tradition.
The Land Sharks.
The Rebel.
For decades, Ole Miss has cycled through multiple mascots, each carrying its own controversy and legacy. Between 2003 and 2010, the university went without an official mascot altogether. Though Colonel Reb isn't the official mascot anymore, he is still seen walking around campus and in the Grove on game days.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's only so much that the university can do. It's obviously not sold in university bookstores. It's not on any of the Ole Miss sports official sporting sites. I think that there's only so much they can do about going around and making people not wear them. I do think that people who might just see him as a cuddly old man might want to look into his origins and think about the message they might inadvertently be sending.
Rebel the Black Bear won the 2010 vote but never gained the same acceptance as Colonel Reb. In 2017, the university announced the Land Shark would replace the bear, making Tony the Land Shark the current official mascot. Tony has been noticeably absent from the field, leading to speculation about whether another change could be coming in Ole Miss' future.
Like the linebackers or the defensive players who were so good at doing what they're supposed to do, they were like sharks on land, they were going all around. I thought that was cool that when they called them that. I think it seems now that maybe the university kind of jumped the gun when they decided to make them.
From the Flood in 1929 to Rebels in 1936 to Tony the Land Shark today, Ole Miss mascots have always been more than just a game day symbol. They've reflected the university's identity, history, and ongoing debate over tradition and progress.
I didn't know Ole Miss had so many mascots, did y'all?
Neither did I. I knew about, I think, the bear and then the land shark, but I mean, great history right there. But switching to weather, can you please give us a little bit of relief from the heat? I hear we may have some rain coming up.
A little bit of relief from the heat, but it's still looking pretty hot. Right now, it's definitely hot outside. Looking ahead tonight, we will have some scattered rain showers throughout the region until 8 o'clock, but after then, it is clear skies, barely any humidity, no precipitation. It should be a nice night.
Great. We'll be right back after this.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Rep.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of Hotty Toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
I love my boyfriend. We've been together since like 8th grade. He's my best friend. He takes care of me.
Classic Indian. This is going to be Indian food with a different into that we just had.
It only takes one accident to start a fire. Test your smoke alarms now.
Oh man, I can't believe I'm missing this. Okay, Grandma. I see you.
Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. It keeps you, your community, and loved ones protected. Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Hey Revs, I am Erica Dirkey with Storm Watch, and right now it is, well, that's tomorrow. Let's look at right now, shall we? Right now, it's about 89 degrees, and if you've been outside today, you can feel that humidity, right? Like it is muggy, you can feel that temperature outside, and that goes for the entirety of our region. You can see that, you know, it's 92 over here in the west, Corinth with the regional high, but it's very similar what we're looking at throughout our region. It's all, you know, in that 90s, and then, you know, deep into the night, it's barely dipping below 70 degrees, but if you are going out, you probably won't see that. Speaking of tonight, if you are going out, it'll be about 70 degrees at the lowest. And I want to be clear, when I'm talking about this partly cloudy, calm winds and this no precipitation, I'm talking about tonight, because right now, and you know, this late afternoon time, we are looking at a little bit of some scattered rainstorms throughout our entire region. Here's Oxford right here, right? So this is 5 o'clock, so there's some rain throughout our region. 6 o'clock, it's barely moving. 7 o'clock, even less. But then 8 o'clock should be all clear, right? If you are seeing these scattered rain showers, you should not have to see them anymore at about 8 o'clock. That's when they are going to be pretty much disappearing. Tomorrow is going to be a lot more like what we've been seeing throughout the week. We've got 92 degrees as the high. It'll be mostly sunny, calm winds, and absolutely no chance of precipitation. So you won't have to worry about that, but it will still be that hot weather I know a lot of us are getting sick of. And that is true again for our region. I mean, I'm not seeing a lot of variety here. 93, Tupelo with the regional high, but it's not much hotter than anywhere else. And the lows, again, barely dipping below 70 degrees. Now, I want to bring to your attention, on Saturday we are hosting Tulane at 2:30. This is what the radar is looking like at 1 o'clock. This is not definite showers, but this is scattered showers, you know, some medium chance of rain. So I'm not telling you guys to sell your tickets and cancel your plans, But maybe bring a poncho, check your weather app, because this is kind of what it's looking like throughout the entire day. There's this chance of rain that could, stifle some of the fun that we will be having against Tulane. And looking in at the rest of our week, we've already talked about Thursday. Friday, again, will be hot, not much to worry about. Slight chance of rain. Saturday, that's game day. We do have that higher chance of rain that I know we're not looking forward to, but hopefully we can escape it. Sunday, little to no chance, and then Monday we might have some rainstorms or thunderstorms morning and afternoon.
All right, well, thank you, Erica. I just really want cooler temperatures, but it doesn't look like we're getting that. But the rain is just making things more humid, so maybe in the next couple of days we can see a little bit of relief after that 5 days.
Hopefully it goes well with the game on Saturday. Haley, tell us about our game last Saturday.
Well, guys, coming up in sports, we are covering everything from Rebel wins from the course to the court. All of this and more when we get back.
You don't have an STD or anything, do you?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you've never been tested?
No.
Really? Okay. I mean, it's not that hard.
I know.
Anyway, it's something to consider.
Okay.
It's a dangerous world out there.
Getting tested for sexually transmitted diseases doesn't have to be scary.
Two flashlights.
So, champ. I feel like you get taller every time I see you. Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
Welcome back to NewsWatch. I'm Haley Hood with Sports Watch. This weekend, we had reporter Nina Howdeshell covering all of the action against the Razorbacks. Let's hear what she had to say.
I'm Nina Howdeshell with NewsWatch Ole Miss. We're at Vaught Henry Stadium where your Rebs are about to host their first home conference game.
Last week on the road, starting quarterback Austin Simmons was injured. Number 6, Trinidad Chambliss, is to replace Simmons in tonight's matchup against Arkansas. An SEC night game in the Vaught has created an electric atmosphere for the D2 transfer. Lacey has proved once again that he is a playmaker, securing the first touchdown for this game. After some difficulties on their answering drive, ending up at 2nd and 16 after an offensive holding flag, Arkansas ties up the game with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Out of the gate, second quarter, Trinidad Chambliss with a 2-yard run for his first touchdown. Arkansas answers nearly 1 minute after, Washington Jr. with a 47-yard touchdown run. Chambliss with his second touchdown of the night. Braylon Russell touchdown run to tie it up once again, 21-21. Towards the end of the half, Austin Simmons enters the game. Touchdown pass from Simmons to Wallace III. Rebs take the lead 28-21. Taylon Green and his offense are not letting up. Quarterback keeper 5-yard run for another Arkansas touchdown. To close out the first half, Carneiro with an Ole Miss field goal. In the third quarter, the Rebs take their biggest lead all night, dribbling from Chambliss touchdown. Carneiro holds that lead with another Ole Miss field goal, making the score 41-28. Arkansas is persistent as it has been a close game all night. Washington Jr. closes the gap with his second touchdown of the night. Not much time left in the fourth as Arkansas drives down in hopes of stealing the game in the last seconds. Daugherty forces a fumble and Ole Miss secures. Big night for Chambliss, totaling 415 yards on offense, 2 touchdowns of his own, and completing 21 of 29 pass attempts.
But, God's got me. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, was with me the whole time. And, but I was a little nervous.
I'm Nina Howdeshow with NewsWatch Ole Miss.
And the number 5 Ole Miss men's golf team dominated the course this week, bringing home their first team and individual title of the season. The Rebels shot 10 under to win the tournament, and Cameron Tankersey claimed his first collegiate win, sinking a clutch 5-footer on hole 18 to seal the deal. Tom Fisher finished tied for 5th, while Cohen Trolio and Michael Asasso also posted strong rounds. This is the 10th tournament sweep under Coach Chris Malloy. The Rebels head to New York next week for the Hamptons Intercollegiate on October 6th. And Ole Miss volleyball finished their homestand undefeated with a 3-0 sweep over Memphis last night. Shayla Meyer led the Rebels with 12 kills, 8 digs, and 5 blocks, while Gabby Playseed added 11 kills. The Rebels fought off a tough challenge from Memphis to take each set by very close margins. Tessa Jones dominated at the net with 6 blocks, including a career high of 3 in the final set, helping the Rebels close out the match 25-19. Ole Miss hits the road this weekend for the Red Raider Classic in Lubbock, Texas, facing Incarnate Word and Texas Tech. Both matches are going to be streamed on ESPN+, and good luck to the Rebs. Keeping it local, Lafayette and Oxford played this past Friday in the Crosstown Showdown. Sports reporter Mally Chase Faulkner was there to bring the action to you.
Player of the week, senior, defensive end number 21, Xavion Williams, told me the inside look of this game for him.
I think everybody on the field had a lot of confidence. They came out strong, we came out strong.
The Chargers lit up the scoreboard with more than 400 yards through the air and nearly 100 on the ground. Colin Flanagan, Kingston Gregory, Weldon Wilkinson, and William Johnson all made big plays to lead the Chargers. Lafayette showed up with the fight with 51 total tackles and steady efforts from senior Gerald Wright, Jarvon Bell, and quarterback Nick Thompson. But the Commodores couldn't slow down the Oxford's balanced attack.
Another chapter in this hometown rock. Big night from player of the week, Xavier Williams, but still coming up short for Lafayette. But a huge win, 63-20 win for Oxford. Both teams definitely lived up to the hype. Thanks for tuning in. This is Mally Chase Faulkner with NewsWatch Ole Miss, and we'll see you next week under the lights.
Thank you so much, Mally Chase. And Ole Miss women's tennis has officially rounded out its coaching staff for the 2025-26 season as head coach Grant Roberts announced the addition of Robin Cambier as an assistant coach. Cambier brings head coaching experience from Eastern Illinois, where he was named the 2025 International Coach of the Year. He's also coached at Marshall, William & Mary, Florida State, and Washington State. As a former standout at Oregon, Cambier won 90 single matches and plans on bringing this winning mentality right to Oxford. Coach Roberts says Cambier's passion and expertise will have an immediate impact as the Rebels continue building a championship culture here in Oxford. That's all I have for sports. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 5 for more Rebel action.
Thank you for that sports update, Haley. Coming up, we have a look at President Trump's historic visit to England.
And a look at a new class being offered here on campus. NewsWatch will be right back.
I don't like when you get like this. Then just unlike her post. I'm not flirting with her, she's my friend. It's her or me. Block her. But it's not fair, you can't. Do you understand? I don't block her.
Even when they happen on your phone, unhealthy behaviors can still hurt. Learn the signs before things go too far. Visit joinonelove.org.
Right! Go! Bro, but you're not even gonna do anything! Yes, I was! Yes, no!
is quite clear that you were driving too fast to cope with the unexpected.
The faster the speed, the bigger the mess. From the Road Safety Authority, supported by Hibernian.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole. A new course is being offered in the School of Journalism and New Media. Let's turn it over to NewsWatch reporter Hannah Black to see what it's all about.
A new course has just been added to the School of Journalism and New Media. Inside Farley Hall, this course is giving students hands-on experience with media and communication research. MCOM 200 launched this semester with just a handful of students, but professors say it's designed to grow into a core offering.
So this semester, MCOM 200 is being taught as Introduction to Research for media and communication professionals. It's basically an introduction to research in IMC journalism and media and communication. So what does it mean to do research for a given profession that you might have in any of these three majors?
MCOM 200 may still be a small class today, but its impact is already being felt by students. By giving them practical skills and a strong foundation in media and communication, it's preparing the next generation of journalists to succeed in an ever-changing industry. With plans for growth and expansion, the course represents not just an opportunity for students right now, but a vision for the future of journalism.
You learn the basics of research and how to find proper resources that are not biased and that are valuable and credible.
This is Hannah Black with NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Now it's time to take a look at some national news. In a historic second state visit to the United Kingdom, President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have spent the day at Windsor Castle with King Charles III and Queen Camilla. President Trump was hosted by Queen Elizabeth in 2019 and is the first elected political leader in modern times to be welcomed back to Britain for a second state visit. President Trump and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer are expected to meet tomorrow and hold a press conference before the president's return to the U.S. While the royals welcomed President Trump, they were met with protesters who gathered in opposition to the president's state visit and his action in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Those gathered at the protest held signs with slogans opposing the president, some signs even stating "Stop Trump." Recent polling shows that the president's support by Britons has fluctuated since the start of his second term, but has noticeably declined since the start of this year. Amid heavy security, many of the president's scheduled events have been held inside behind closed doors, shielding him from protests being held. Now to an economic update, but keeping things across the pond, a proposed deal that would have ended U.S. tariffs on British steel have been halted, according to UK media outlets. Before the trip to the UK, President Trump stated that he was, quote, into helping London refine and complete a trade deal with D.C. that included steel. The U.S. is currently the fifth largest importer of the UK steel, and the tariff is currently set at 25%.
Today, the Federal Reserve cut interest rates by a quarter percentage rate for the first time since December. In doing this, the government is trying to battle higher inflation and stabilize the job market as it is facing mounting weaknesses. Central bankers share the belief that tariff inflation may be short-lived. The Federal Reserve has also penciled in 2 more quarter percentage rate cuts for this year. This is a response to a higher but still relatively low unemployment rate and higher inflation rates. And keeping things in the world of finance, the Treasury Department plans to stop issuing paper checks on September 30th. In doing this, the Trump administration is making an effort to save money, fight financial fraud, and modernize federal benefit payments. More than 500,000 Social Security recipients need to choose another way to receive their benefits. That can be through direct deposit or prepaid debit card, otherwise known as Direct Express. If you are 90 years old or older, live in a remote location, or have mental impairments, a waiver to receive paper checks can be requested. And coming up after the break, we are talking all things pop culture, including a recap of the Emmy Awards, and I have an important question that we will finally have an answer to tonight. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Everybody clunks.
but not enough people click. And no matter how good they are at handling their cars, or how well they know the road, everybody's equally likely to get involved in an accident. And without a seatbelt, you're twice as likely to be killed or seriously injured. So don't just be a clunker. Clunk, click.
Son, I figured when you were old enough, I'd talk to you about drugs. I'd tell you they're nothing but poison. Tell you to stay away from the garbage that pushes that junk. Only I never figured that I ought to be telling that to a 13-year-old.
If you don't teach your kids to say no to drugs, it's as good as saying yes.
You may feel alone.
You aren't. Because we
Didn't stay quiet.
I am a businesswoman.
Survivor.
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 And we won't stay quiet.
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Over the weekend, Hollywood's hottest television stars hit the red carpet.
That's right. The Emmy Awards was held on Sunday, and many of your favorite TV shows brought home some serious hardware.
The Emmys have so many different nominations, categories, it can be hard to keep track.
Well, luckily, we have our entertainment reporter Caitlin Salas here to break down the highlights of the night.
The stars were shining bright on Emmys night. This past Sunday was a night packed with excitement, so let's take a look at the highlights. The big winners of the night were The Studio and The Pit, with The Studio even setting a record for the most awarded comedy series. Also making history on Sunday, Owen Cooper became the youngest Emmy winner to win the Outstanding Supporting Actor Award for his role in Adolescence. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert took home the award for Outstanding Talk Series despite the show's recent cancellation. The show took place at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles and was hosted by comedian Nate Bargatze. Keeping you up to date on the glitz and glam, make sure to tune in next Wednesday to Kate's Corner. Pop in for the pop culture. Back to y'all at the desk.
I have a very important question for y'all. Are you Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah?
Conrad. It has to be Conrad. If you're Team Jeremiah, I don't know if I can trust you.
I don't know, but since 2022, the hit TV show The Summer I Turned Pretty has been captivating young adults for its drama and romance, which will all be coming to an end for tonight's series finale. But that's all the time we have for the show tonight. We're so thankful for you guys for joining us tonight. We hope you'll join us tomorrow for NewsWatch at 5 o'clock. Have a good night.